Hi, this is Candace with WeDharma.com. This little blog is for my dear friend Nina, which is kind of funny because she's texting me right now. So strange how that happens. Sorry about the lighting. It's a little strange in here, so I've got my candles to help me out. But post Thanksgiving, I wanted to write a little thing that kind of outlines something that I'm going through from my yoga training, and I want to know if any of you other teachers out there, recent trainees or people who've been doing it for years, if you have any of this experience as well, let me know. So on one note it has to do with that. The other note has to do with something a good friend of mine is going through that I might have a little insight on. But the first thing I wanted to mention is, you know, when you go through one of these intensive yoga teacher trainings, the teachers tell you that it takes up to 6 months to get this transformation that's happening in your life. And it's funny because, gosh, I can't even see myself on this thing. It's funny because I went through mine about 3 months ago, and not my first, not my last, but one of them. And during it was the most trying time probably of my life. But post training, I will say that every day you start to feel like you live from a place of complete presence. I guess a lot of my friends who haven't seen me in a while, and I haven't really seen in a while, have told me that the presence that I have is so much different and so much more just authentic and really what I've always talked about. I live it, and more than that, it's just perceiving and seeing life in a way that's more real and more purposeful, more I would say the word is guided. So I'm wondering if any of you people out there have experienced this sort of training can also understand or see how things have become daily and then weekly and then monthly more and more real and more about what you set out to do in your more innocent years, and then we all get sidetracked and we all get kind of confused by things and hurt by things, and fear starts to kind of live life for us. And when you go through something this deep and this serious and this connected to something higher than yourself, you don't desire the control anymore. It sort of just allows itself in, if you allow it, obviously, but in a strong way, it allows itself in, and it changes things for you very quickly. And the decisions you make and the people you're around and the things that you do. I say this a lot, but it's just so profound that I have to just magnify it again. But everything changes so much, and it's beautiful. It's not what you would think. It's not what you would set out to do for yourself or expect to happen in the way that you thought ideally it would happen, but it happens. And there's this complete trust about it, and there's this complete forgiveness and faith in things. And I just want to know from you teachers out there, or you people that have studied spirituality and live it, by the way, it's a huge thing. If you're experiencing or have experienced what I am doing now, which is just complete surrender, and you know, there's an element of doubt and fear to it, but the truth is it's better than anything I've ever experienced before, because there's no getting in the way. There's no judgment. That's the biggest thing. There's no self-judgment, which means you don't judge others. So they're not judging you. And that's something I've never fully embraced before until recently, where I just have no other choice but to really look into it and see what is so different. Why does everything feel so different but so good? And like I said, guided and just smooth. It's like you put an intention out there and boom, there it is. And it might have not have been the way that you assumed it to be or expected it to be, but it's there. And things that might have hurt you doesn't hurt the same way because it's part of the process. So for my good friend out there, I want to mention something about relationship that I've realized not too long ago, literally days ago. And that is, sometimes when you think a fairy tale is beginning and say the relationship ends, all of a sudden you realize over time, by letting it happen, that the fairy tale didn't end. That relationship might have ended, but the path is bright, and the path is still with you, and the path is what you're on. And just because something ended doesn't mean you've ended, or that course in life has ended. What it means is now you take the reins and you do what you're supposed to do with it because of that experience, or what you've gotten from that experience. So, honey, I know you're calling me, but I think a lot of us kind of break and crumble when things that we want and know are right for us, but maybe the other person doesn't, or you've done some things within the course of it to ruin things or scare them or remind them of things that aren't good in their life. Even though that's not who you are, there was probably a lesson for them as well. But at the end of it, there's the light. At the end of it, it's still an ongoing thing. It's the end of that. It's not the end of this journey. And someone else will pick it up with you, and you'll pick it up for yourself, and you'll continue on, and things just keep getting deeper and better, and you keep going into this happy place of just reminding yourself that what today is about making yourself happy, which makes others happy, and reminding yourself daily that life is not about you. Life is about making yourself centered enough, clear enough, pure enough, so that you can be this channel in life of light, in a way. And it sounds a little hokey for people that aren't spiritual or aren't completely sold on the idea of enlightenment or practice, because it takes practice every single day, or lifestyle change, because it's difficult, but when you do it, it's the best difficulty you've ever had. So I just think, the last couple of months I've had to really redirect my life as well, and redirect my structured sort of daily life. And I think a lot of people I know out there especially have to do the same. It's an ongoing thing. Nothing's forever other than what you can control on a daily basis. And the thing that I've found to be really beneficial and really sacred to me is knowing that I always have the choice to be better. And I always have the choice to do what I can and the rest be okay with, or realize there's a higher power running it and have the faith in that. And I think if you can wake up every day and remember that we are born alone and we die alone, and our purpose is pretty much a solo voyage. If we find a partner or best friends or family or whoever's with that same purpose, join them and do it. But if not, then you have a powerful journey of your own. And I think the best thing that I have discovered on a daily basis is that my purpose is to bring joy into life, in my own life and others' lives, and really appreciate and have gratitude for the people who have shown me the way. Either you're with them or you're not, but they've still shown you the way if you're feeling happy every day. So I guess I will name this blog Today, because that's what it's about. Today is the rest of your life. So so much more on this. I'm writing this book actually about it. So daily I'll blog here and there on chapters, but just to wake up every day, and if you feel the sense of loss or pain or fear or resentment or just regrets, don't, because there's nothing you can do about yesterday. You can fix it all today, and tomorrow will be the sort of end result of today. So keep on going. And that's my little vision today and my little mission to tell my friend about. So if anyone's down and out, feel like they've lost love or aren't where they want to be, just remember that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, because it's about the perfection, the process of things. And you never know what can happen in 5 minutes, in 5 days, in 5 years. You just don't know. So stay positive, stay in the light, and keep meditating. By the way, my next blog is about my new meditation I just discovered. It's quite amazing. So stay tuned, and I'll see you tomorrow.